It is amazing to see how atheists, Satanists, pedophiles, and a bunch of lunatics destroy our Western civilization, our Christian civilization. It's amazing to see how they succeed in Christianity destroying itself. Easter coming soon again. Coming soon, very soon. Looking forward to it. Easter. Christus hanviat. Jesus is alive. Arvarat hanviat. It's true, he's alive, he's risen. Christos is risen. Huh? And then we have Christians fighting Christians, Orthodox fighting Orthodox, and other Orthodox pouring in weapons, like from Romania, pouring in support for one of the other Orthodox, fighting each other on Easter. Serbia, Kosovo. Where Christianity has a long history. From Kosovo it spread out. Yeah. Even there it needs to be destroyed. When you pay attention to it, when you really start to pay attention to it, all over Europe, all over America, all over the Western world, Christianity is under attack. But of course, so is Islam, so is Judaism. Religion is under attack. And they try very hard for us religious people to destroy ourselves. To destroy ourselves. But the last time I checked, those three religions I talked about, they all have one God. One God. They interpret Holy Scripture in a lot of different ways, and we can all admit and acknowledge, proven by science, archaeology, etc. We can all admit and acknowledge that many of our scripture, that includes all of them, is inspired by older scripture. Sumerians, for example. And I bet a lot of overlapping stories with the old ancient Sanskrit stories, because they are also speaking about kings with thousands of years of lifespans. I think there is a connection with each other, right? So here we are. Religious people, all having one God, all claiming that we are religious, yet blowing each other to pieces. Blowing each other to pieces because others who do not share your beliefs stir up the shit, and always, always pinpoint to you and me about those little differences in interpretation, because they are, when you think about it, in the grander scheme, if there is one God for all of us, then yes, that is a petty argument, in my opinion. Really, it is a petty argument, because those religions also share a lot of common traits, right? Thou shalt not steal, or cheat, or etc. Or kill. Love thy neighbor. Be good for others. Care for the weak. Care for the people like now, who are mostly Muslim people in this moment, and Christians as well, in Syria, Turkey, and here in Romania, who suffer from that earthquake. Religious people like me, they might interpret stuff in a different way, but they are like me. They are not less, they are also not more, in my opinion. Never, ever. No human being is more than me. Never, ever, never. They are just as valuable, how you call it, have just as much value as I do. Just as much for me. I value their lives just as much as mine. So yes, I can feel for those people, but what about those people in Syria who cannot get help because those sanctions? Sanctions imposed by your and my governments, by our so-called religious leaders, who are Christian or Jewish or Muslim, and they all say, I am sorry, I cannot help you, there are sanctions on your country. But those sanctions only hurt the normal people. It's a weapon of mass destruction. It's that simple. Look in Yemen. Look everywhere where we have sanctions and the suffering of the normal population. And then yes, you will understand, sanctions are weapon of mass destruction. And now we have a mass destruction, natural cause. And we say we cannot help because we are so religious. We have to uphold what our religious leaders in Europe, von der Leyen, you're a Christian, right? Rutte, you're a Christian, right? Biden, you're a Christian, right? Klaus Johannes, you're a Christian here in Romania, right? Could we please stop this madness? Could we? Would it be able, that's my wish, my prayer, if you like, but from the bottom of my heart, could we see peace this Easter? Could we see how your Christianity takes over and says, enough of this bullshit, enough of this bullshit, this hypocrisy of our leaders. This is not what we are as people, as Christians, regardless. Orthodox Romanian, Orthodox Serbian, Russian, Catholic, Protestant, Luther, Unitarians, Armenian Church, etc., etc. You are first and foremost what? A follower of Jesus Christ. A follower of Jesus Christ. In Serbia I was reminded of this in 2015. I'm first and foremost, like everyone else, a child of God. And yes, from your parents, and yes, from your country, you're all part of these little and bigger families as well. But first and foremost, if you're a Christian, you believe this, right? That you came from God. Otherwise you're not a Christian, you're fucking fake. First and foremost, you're a Christian because you follow Jesus, right? If not, you're a fucking fake. It's that fucking simple. I hope those who were almost fake, like a sheep, you can wander off, but you can be called back. Happened to me 2015. I was called back, and now I become like a shepherd dog for the flock. That's, in my opinion, what every Christian should be. Shepherd. Have a nice day, and I hope my prayer comes true.